Hello everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Gabi and today we're gonna go through some perfumes that, if you like Delina from Parfum de Marly, I know, very hyped up, a very popular scent, you are gonna definitely like those ones. This is not a dupe video. I already did a video with Baccarat Rouge and similar scents that have a similar vibe to Baccarat Rouge. This time we're gonna do Delina. Like I said, none of those are dupes, are just scents that have a similar scent profile, and with some of them I kind of prefer them comparing to Delina, but they're all just good. They're all absolutely amazing, love all of them. So yeah, before we start, if you like this video, don't forget to give a big thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, and now let's jump in. Obviously everyone by now knows about Delina. Maybe you already tested it, maybe you have it, maybe you still never tried this, but you heard of it, you definitely heard of it. It's a beautiful scent, okay? The moment when I tested it, I actually tested Delina and then EXCLUSIF, both same time, and I was just like totally in love. I had to get both of them. But there are other scents that people are comparing them to, Delina especially, and some of them yes, and some of them I'll say not really. They don't really smell similar. The first one, I don't have them anymore, but I had them, was Bella Rosa from Oscar de la Renta. It has a similar vibe. It's definitely not a dupe. My only problem with that one was the performance was absolutely terrible. Like, it didn't project, it didn't last, no. The other one that I actually really enjoyed, but I still prefer Delina, what was the name? Nina Ricci Rose EXTASE. Beautiful scent. Yes, it's similar. It's actually similar. It has a better projection and lasting power comparing to Oscar de la Renta. If you want something similar but way cheaper, you can go with that one. Another scent that is very often compared is, I have just a decanting here, Angel Nova. I think I tested the Eau de Toilette, not really sure how it smells like, I can't remember to be honest. And Angel Nova Eau de Parfum, maybe, but it's definitely not a dupe. Like, I've seen people online saying that it's exactly the same. No. Like, this one is definitely way more fruity, sweet. It has that like designer sweetness. There's nothing wrong with that, okay? Like, in my Baccarat Rouge video I mentioned that I actually prefer Burberry Her over Baccarat Rouge, so it's not like, oh, niche is better over design. No, it has a vibe in there, okay? But it has nothing to do with the original Angel. So let's make that clear. Nothing to do with Angel. I don't understand why they didn't call it like something else and they made it as a flanker, because it smells nothing like Angel. But in my opinion, it's not a dupe. And the next one that I don't have, and again it's very popular, it's Very Good Girl from Carolina Herrera. I've tested that a couple of times and it was just so faint. Like, I was like, are you there? Are you there? I sprayed you like 2 seconds ago. That's why I didn't buy it. Maybe it was just my skin. I've tested a couple of times because I actually like the scent. Again, it reminded me a bit of Delina, more than Angel Nova in my opinion. But it didn't project, it didn't last, it didn't do anything. Like, after 2 seconds I was like, where are you? I can't find you. So that one I didn't buy. Now with Delina, obviously you have the original, that is just this, oh, almost dropped the cap, this beautiful like fresh rose with lychee, with rhubarb. People are saying it's a bit too tart for them. Yes, it's tart. It's quite tart. It's a bit sour actually, and citrusy in the same time. But it's just beautiful. Like, absolutely love this one. Okay, it's a very modern take on rose. It's not that like grandma old school type of rose. It's not that. It's not too fresh. It's not necessarily like the rose is super fresh, because I don't really like that. Doesn't smell like extremely floral rose. I know it makes like no sense because rose, it's a flower, but you know what I'm talking about. When a scent it's way too floral, it's not that for me, because like I said, it has some peony, has some lychee, has some rhubarb. It's like something else going on. It's like fruity, citrusy, tart in the same time, but very feminine. I really like Delina. And then obviously we have Delina EXCLUSIF, that in my opinion is just like smoother, creamier, and way more powdery. So beautiful. So beautiful. It's definitely powdery, okay? It's definitely powdery compared to the original. It's not tart, it's not sour. For me, Delina, like, it wasn't too much, too tart, too sour, but some people are saying that about it, so I just have to mention that. Oh, beautiful. And the other one, the other flanker I have just like a decanting here is Delina La Rose. Delina La Rose, let me spray it. Like, it's nice, but I will never pay the price tag for this one. It's like a lighter, watery version of Delina. It's just that. So, no. If you want something fresher, if you want something lighter, if you want something not as focused on the rose, we have. Let's move on to the scents that actually have a vibe with Delina. First off, Almond Jam Damascus. Beautiful scent. Again, not a dupe. Don't think it is a dupe because it's not. Damask has in the opening Italian lemon, and you can definitely smell the lemon. It has a vibe. It has a vibe, okay? It's way more airy compared to Delina, and definitely you're getting that Italian lemon that I absolutely love. I'm not saying necessarily it's more zesty, but you're getting the lemon. It's beautiful. This one in the summertime is gonna be perfect. Spring, summer, absolutely amazing. Oh, it's so good. If you don't want that tartness from Delina, but you want something fresher and maybe a bit more citrusy, this is so good. Like, I love that rose lemon combination. It's just beautiful. Beautiful. The lemon is actually like a sweet lemon, like I said. It's not like bitter lemon or anything like that. It's beautiful. I really like this one. So if you want something I don't know, lighter, and Delina La Rose was not for you, like it was not for me, check this one out. Almond Jam Damascus. Another one that's again lighter, fresher, this time more like fruity, EIDOLA. EIDOLA from NAVITUS. When I first saw this one online, again, people was comparing this to Delina, and I was like, if it's the same, I don't need it, but it's not the same. EIDOLA for me, yes, it has the exact same type of rose that Delina has, but it's extremely fruity in the same time. For me, it's a mix between EIDOLA, Delina, and something along the lines with Erba Pura from Xerjoff, Andromeda from Tiziana Terenzi, that fruitiness. It's absolutely stunning. Again, if you like that type of rose that's in Delina, but you want something like super fruity, super fun, check this one out. It's beautiful. And it has a great lasting power on my skin. I really like it. This, not necessarily for the summer, for the springtime, it's absolutely beautiful. Again, it's nothing tart, it's nothing sharp. It's just a beautiful scent. EIDOLA from NAVITUS. And we have two more in here that are actually more like darker than Delina. If those two are like fresher, the other ones are going to be like darker. One that nobody mentions, also on Fragrantica, nobody's comparing to Delina, but for me it smells, has a similar vibe to Delina EXCLUSIF more exactly. It's Explicite from NIHILO. When I first tested this perfume, I was like blown away. I was like, this is absolutely stunning, it's beautiful, and I had to buy it. So I went like in a couple of weeks and got this one. Explicite doesn't have rose actually. It has like peony, has praline. It's so good. I'm still getting some rose. It has the same, maybe a bit like smokiness from Delina EXCLUSIF. Delina EXCLUSIF has some incense. You're getting this like undertone, like oud, even though it doesn't have any oud in it. Delina EXCLUSIF again has some oud in it, but it's not like super strong. It's like you can't really detect it. It's just like a base, like a darker base, I would say. It's not as powdery, and it's maybe a bit more gourmand because it has that praline note. It's so good. I think it has some chestnut as well. It's so damn good. I saw on Fragrantica people comparing this one actually to Baccarat Rouge. Absolutely not. Like, What are you even talking about? Absolutely not. It has nothing to do with Baccarat Rouge. It reminds me of Delina Exclusive. Slightly, okay? They go in different directions, but it reminds me of that one. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful scent. I absolutely love and adore this scent, and it got me so many compliments. Again, has peony, doesn't have rose, but I'm getting some rose in it. Explicit from Ex Nihilo. And the last one, we have Atomic Rose from INITIO. Atomic Rose is like another level. Does remind me of Delina, the original. Is that like bright, tart rose, but then it has like the base is dark, it's sexy. It's like fresh rose but jammy rose in the same time, and with like a dark base, and absolutely beast mode, like beast mode. Again, I read a comment on Fragrantica, and someone was saying it's not strong enough for me. This is beast mode. Like, what are you talking about? Like, everyone in the room is gonna be able to smell you. It's very strong, okay? It still has like that tartness and like that freshness from Delina, but in the same time it's like dark and mysterious and super sexy. It's absolutely beautiful. I know, like I said, those are not dupes. Those are not like cheap alternatives. But if you like the Delina style, you have to check those ones out, because they're all beautiful in their like own way, and they're not dupes. Again, they're not dupes, but they're all so beautiful. And yes, I needed all of them in my collection, like all of them, because I like that DNA. I discovered that I like that DNA, that Delina vibe. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. INITIO Atomic Rose Fall Winter, stunning. And that was it for today, guys. That was it. Please let me know in the comments down below if you have other fragrances that remind you of Delina, but they're not dupes. They have just like something similar in there. If you tested any of those, if you like them, if you don't, and all of that. And yeah, that was it for today. Thanks so much for watching. If you like this video, don't forget to give it a big thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, and like always, I'm gonna see you in my next one. Bye bye.